Dragon Ball Daima episode 14 came out a few days ago, and I finally had a chance to sit down and watch it. And overall, it looks like we have finally ran into the third act of this series. Or at least that I hope so. Because everything that's in this third Demon Realm looks like it's now going to come to a head in one glorious battle with our heroes and Goma's army. And it looks like now the story is going to be heading towards its conclusion. And before that, we had to introduce a new team of characters into the mix, and that is Daima's equivalent of the Ginyu Force, the Goma Special Forces. I believe that's what their name is, because these are definitely discount Ginyu Force characters. The show hides nothing about these characters being a downgrade from what we got before, and quite honestly, I really like that. I think these guys are going to be taken now pretty easily, but not without a fight. They're going to present some bit of a challenge, I believe. How much of a challenge? I don't know. Toriyama could surprise me, and these guys could be much stronger than we expect, especially when they're going up against child versions of everyone else. While they are still very strong, Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, they are still children, and they still have yet to learn completely how to utilize their body. Like, they have definitely grown since the first few episodes, learning how to adjust their bodies using their ki and everything like that. They definitely have adjusted a far bit, but who knows how much they still need left to push themselves forward, as Dragon Ball is known for putting these characters in positions where they have to try and push themselves even past their limits to reach levels far beyond what they're capable of and not give up. And it looks like we're gonna head towards all that within this Demon Realm battle in the new Demon World, the third one, I believe. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what possibilities are there for these fight sequences, how Goku and his friends are going to go up against this bootleg Ginyu Force, against Kid, Do, and Buu, Majin Ku and Do. Like, these are definitely like copies of what we saw before. These are downgrades, definitely. And I still don't know who the big bad is definitely going to be. I mean, I feel like there has to be like one more character reveal, and it looks like by the end of this episode, that's going to be Deborah. It looks like we're going to finally bring Deborah back, or at least maybe a variation of him, and that's very interesting to see. Is he going to be like the main bad guy that we're going up against? Is like the King Goma going to be like powered up later on in the third act? I don't know. The thing about this episode is that it is setting up everything for what we will expect, with Glorio bringing the Dragon Balls to Dr. Rinsu, with all the bad guys now being assembled all together, with the Majins and the bootleg Ginyu Force, and Goma is now going to be facing off with Goku and his friends. Like, now everything is going to come to a head. Before all that, we get this really cool sequence of the old Namekian finally opening up the portals we've been seeing that leads to the Demon Realms. Not the fish, guys, but the actual portals through the worlds that were closed off by him, because so much of the people from the other Demon World, the first one and the third, are heading into the second one, and they were at the time like taking it over, like almost abusing it, which is why the Namekians had to move off world. So that is another thing that I really like about Daima so far, is how we're exploring more of Piccolo's heritage, more of his people where they came from. I guess my issue so far with that plot line is that apart from Piccolo having to learn all this stuff, there doesn't seem to be an actual plot or side plot revolving around him and what this means for him. There isn't much dialogue with Piccolo and how he takes it all in, having deep discussions with Goku or Vegeta or with anyone else, apart from the old Namekian, about where he's coming from. The show did not really set that up all that well, and if I have to be honest, if I have to find any issues, it's that. I felt like there's a lot of potential for Piccolo to do even more here, and I felt like he's being a little bit wasted on that so far. And I just wish that the show could have done more for Piccolo's character if we're going to explore more of Namekian, the Namekian's past, you know? How that really could affect or what that could mean to Piccolo. But yeah, if I had to find any issues so far and actually be critical of Daima, that has to be one thing. But all in all, the animation and the visuals still look really good, especially in the portal opening sequence. And the ending of this episode leaves us on a very exciting cliffhanger of what we could expect in the next episode. I cannot wait for this series of battles that is definitely going to span from episode to episode. It looks like we're truly going into the portion of Dragon Ball in which we're getting multiple episodes of the same battle and of everything coming to a head. And I also watched a bit of the dub that's been released so far, and I did watch the theatrical dubs, the first 3 episodes, and I gotta say, everyone did a good job with the dub and everything. It's definitely the same experience, just with the English voice actors. But Stephanie Nadoli, just so good to hear her voice as Kid Goku once again. Really nostalgic, and I'm really glad that she's back. All in all, a good episode, a great setup for the 3rd act, and I'm very interested to see where the series is going to go from here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.